chance. Look, we've been friends a long time. How many times have I gotten you into trouble?
Quite a few.
Well, I'm gonna do it. But if you're too chicken,
That's not it. I'm just thinking.
what's to think about? Look, either you want us to come over or you don't.
I want you to come over, but I told you, I don't know if I want to do, that stuff over at my house.
You always said you wanted to try it.
Yeah, but not...
Here comes Mike. Better have an answer ready.
Hey guys,
Hey, Mike. Hi, Rick.
Hey, guys.
we have a plan or what?
I was just asking Tony that. He's got a problem. Come on, man. It's not like we're gonna trash your house or something.
Wait a minute, trash this house? Where'd you get that idea? What did you tell him?
Nothing. I just told him.
We're not trashing anybody's house, man. We're gonna huff a little. That's all, right, Rick?
Yeah, come on, Tony. It'll be fun.
We're gonna get high and have a good time. If you can't handle a good time,
I can handle it. But my parents,
I thought you said his parents were at work.
they are,
What
but
time did they get home?
around 5:30.
Perfect. We have no problem. We'll be out of your house by 5, easy. We'll be like we were never there. Poof. See you right around 4.
See you over there, dude.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, stop over at my place after school. We're gonna listen to my new tapes.
No, I can't. I got other plans.
Come on, Tony. We
I
got.
said I can't. Hey, Tony!
Hey, Tone.
Hi, guys.
What's up, man?
Come on in.
I brought you something, Tony. Nice place you got here, Tony. Very nice.
What's in the bag, Mike?
Patience, my friend. These are the goodies.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, I thought you weren't even sure you want in on this.
Yeah, I do, but I wanted to get going, that's all.
Okay, let's get going. I feel great.
I didn't think I'd get sick.
You got sick too? Where, man? If it's all over.
Don't worry. I did it in the sink.
I feel terrible. I'm only sick.
You'll get over it, man.
Where's Rick?
Rick who?
Rick, are you sick too? Hey, man, what's the matter? Are you sleeping? Oh, Rick, wake up. Come on, man, wake up. Rick, I'm not kidding around. Something wrong? Ah, Rick, you guys come in here. There's something the matter with him. What's the matter with
Nothing
him?
the matter with him. He's sleeping, that's all. Sometimes something makes you sleepy.
He's not sleeping. Listen to him breathe. Greg, does that sound right?
I don't know, man. I'm no doctor.
What are you looking at me for? I don't know either. Wake him up.
He doesn't wake up. He won't wake up. Come on, man, wake up.
Maybe there is something wrong with him. His breathing sure doesn't sound right.
Gotta get help. Mrs. Martin! I can get Mrs. Martin. She lives right down the street.
School nurse, are you nuts? What do you think she's gonna say about all this?
There's something wrong. He's dying or something. I'm gonna get Mrs. Martin.
That's stupid. He'll probably be okay in a few minutes, and your friend Tony's gonna have us in trouble for nothing. Let's get out of here.
Greg, don't leave. We gotta get help. Greg!
Come on, man.
Hey, what am I supposed to do? Rick, don't die. Just don't die and I'll be right back.
What happened, Tony? What's wrong with Rick?
I don't know. We were all here together and he just sort of collapsed.
I saw Rick in school today and he was fine. And you're telling me he just collapsed? What was he doing?
Is he gonna be okay?
He's going into shock. Tony, dial 911. And when they answer, tell them we have a possible respiratory arrest and we need an ambulance.
Is he gonna die?
Dial the number. Hello, Tony. How are you today?
Okay, I guess.
A little more relaxed than yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
Sit down. Listen, Tony. We have to talk about what you and the boys did yesterday. And don't waste my time pretending you didn't participate. Rick told his parents everything in the hospital.
Are they absolutely positive he's okay?
You can't be absolutely positive. He appears to be. He could have died, though. I'm sure you saw that. He's okay for now. But a lot will depend on some decisions Rick has to make.
What do you mean, decisions?
I mean the decision whether or not to sniff again. Inhalants are nothing to mess around with. They're extremely dangerous. And I'm concerned for you about making those decisions as well.
Look, Mrs. Martin, you don't have to worry about me. I already made my decision. Last night, Rick's mom called my parents. After the talk I had with them, I'll never do it again.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you appear to feel so strongly about it, but I am still going to give you the same talk I had with the other boys.
You talked to them?
Yes, and their parents. I want you all to be very aware of what sniffing inhalants can do to your body. Sniffing is known as a beginner drug. In many cases, it's the beginning of drug abuse.
Drug abuse?
That's right. These things work just like drugs in your body. They're toxic chemicals, poison. Paints and other inhalants were never intended to go inside the human body. Remember how Rick was breathing?
Yes, I remember.
Well, when you take toxic chemicals into your lungs, they don't function so well. Tony, do you have any idea what doing this does to your body?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you. But first, I have to say, Tony, I am shocked that you would make a decision like this without even thinking about the risk. I'm only hoping that one good thing will come from this.
What?
That you learn from it. That you begin to think about these decisions. That you come to see them as choices you are making about your body. It is bad enough sniffing poisonous chemicals, but from a plastic bag, it makes them even more concentrated. The vapors, poisonous vapors from the paints, stop the blood from going to the brain, and brain cells die. Rick had a respiratory arrest, but his heart could have gone into arrest too. Sniffing can even result in sudden death.
I was afraid Rick was going to die. But I know other kids have done it, and it didn't happen to them.
Well, that's true. Sometimes it's not as dramatic as what happened to Rick. One of the worst things about sniffing is that the effects are totally unpredictable. That's why if you do it, you are always at risk. What happened to you when you did it?
I felt really sick. I threw up.
I can believe that. Before I came to this school, I used to work in a hospital, and some of the patients there were inhalant users. I wish I could take you there to see them. Many of them can hardly walk due to brain damage. You can tell there's something wrong with them by just looking at them. They're totally uncoordinated. They've permanently lost the sensation you have when your feet touch the floor. You hand them something, and half the time they just drop it, and there's not much hope of them ever getting better.
Are they old people?
No, Tony. These people are in their early 20s. But even users who aren't severely affected enough to be in a hospital have terrible problems from sniffing, both physical and mental problems.
What kind of mental problems?
We're talking major brain damage. That's why a lot of kids who do this wind up dropping out of school. Tony, I want to show you something. Here are two brains. See the one on the left that looks a lot like a wet sponge? That's a normal brain. See any difference between it and the one on the right?
Sure. The one on the right looks shrunken. The incredible shrinking brain?
Exactly. The one on the right is a picture of an actual sniffer's brain, and it has shrunk. Brain tissue has disappeared. And if you're missing brain tissue, you can imagine.
Yeah.
You know how hard you told me math can sometimes be for you?
Yeah?
You can imagine how hard it would be if you shrunk your brain sniffing. Have I said enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Tony, I hope you remember your decision.
Yeah.
Tony, I forgot your math book.
Thanks.